Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
Hello, everybody. I am Nick, and welcome to this week's episode of Comix Watch. I am joined, as always, by my illustrious co-host Jared from Comics League. How you doing, buddy?
When are we getting a Screecher movie?
That's a good question. Let me ask my buddies at Paramount.
Yeah. Would you have Paramount handle it? I would recommend you not have Warner Brothers handle it. No.
No, because they tell me like, so we're gonna have Amber Heard play Screech. Like, no, withdrawal.
Yeah. Gal Gadot, though. An older Screecher.
Well, I've made my castings very well. You know, the two actresses that I want for Screecher are either going to be McKenna Grace or Kieran Shipka. Those are the two actresses I see for Screecher. But you know, that aside, this week we're going to be talking about comic book properties that haven't gotten a adaptation yet that we think deserve them.
A film adaptation.
A film adaptation, and then TV shows do not count.
Well, first off, Deathstroke. Because the thing about Deathstroke, what they could do, because war movies are very popular, and you could tell his origin 100% like a war movie. In fact, that's what the Deathstroke movie with Manganiello was supposed to be. It was just that you could tell as grounded as possible. He joins the army. He goes on his missions. He gets turned into a super soldier, becomes an assassin. It's basically DC's John Wick.
Yeah, and I do like Deathstroke. He's kind of an evil Captain America, and I love it.
Well, you don't even have to go the evil angle because there have been times when they made Slade basically an anti-hero, which that works too. He doesn't necessarily they don't necessarily have to go fully on the villain angle, because there's this fantastic DC animated movie about Deathstroke. It's not in the Tomorrowverse. It's called like Deathstroke Castle and Dragons or something like that. And it goes into his whole motivation is to protect his family. That's all it is.
I can see that. Yeah. But yeah, Deathstroke is a good one. Honestly, like, I know that like in the past 10 years or so, there's kind of been a reinterpretation of Raven's character as like the tortured runaway kind of character, which I honestly kind of dig it. You know,
that works.
I actually wouldn't mind seeing like a Girl Interrupted style movie with Raven.
Yeah, actually, that could work really well, and you could play it like those movies that girls go see and like market it to them.
Yeah, because like, you know, the whole like, oh, every girl has her, like, literally I get the tagline, every girl has her demons, and you know,
actually that works really well. There you go.
Yeah, I would really love to see that, you know. But yeah, like the version we saw in Titans, you know, it is a bit of a modern interpretation, and honestly, I think it's kind of a cool addition to her character. What do you think?
Yeah, I love Titans. That was like one of my favorite DC shows, and I definitely, except for like the whole Tim Drake season. But the point is, I think they did like the original Titans really well in that.
Yeah, I mean, it's still like, well, they're still mostly doing the Wolfman era Titans, but yeah,
which I'm fine with, like, because that's fantastic Titans.
Yeah, what's honestly, as far as we're gonna flip over to the Marvel, I really want to see a Silver Surfer movie.
Yeah, actually, that would actually be really cool, and they could go fully into the sci-fi thing. Would you do, because what they could do, the plot of the movie is him like feeling the guilt that he has, like being the Herald of Galactus and leading him to worlds that had to be destroyed.
Yeah, and like, you know that like the Fantastic Four movie Rise of Silver Surfer was intended to be a launch vehicle for a spinoff, right?
Yeah. It makes sense when you watch that.
And I don't know if you've watched it recently, but they got Lawrence Fishburne to voice the Silver Surfer. I mean,
yeah, I saw that. Yeah, you don't bring Lawrence Fishburne in for a one and done. For me, for Marvel, honestly, I would have to do. I mean, do you know I would love a Squadron Supreme movie directed by Zack Snyder?
All right, sorry. It seems like there's been some interruption with Jared.
Don't tell me you wouldn't go see that.
I go see Rebel Moon.
Well, everyone's gonna go see Rebel Moon. Let's be real, brother. Everyone's gonna see that film.
Everyone, their mother, and also their dog are gonna go see Rebel Moon.
And then their dog's dog, and then their dog's dog. It's gonna be a whole line of puppies.
And then the fleas that are on the dogs.
And then the fleas.
Oh my god.
Basically, all of creation is gonna see Rebel Moon.
But yeah, a Nightcrawler movie would be really interesting, I think.
Nightcrawler could, but I mean, the problem with the X-Men characters is that there's very few of them that you could do a movie just about them without people saying, "But where's Cyclops? But where's Wolverine?" It's kind of like doing a Human Torch movie and not having the Fantastic Four in it.
Well, let's explore that. Like, what X-Men characters do you think could hold a solo movie? I think Storm could, especially if you bring in Gambit.
Maybe Emma Frost. Maybe.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never been much of an Emma Frost character. I think I don't know. She never did it for me.
Read the Grant Morrison run. He really expands her character, and she's really dope. Plus, you get to see her drawn by Ethan Van Sciver, and that's always good.
Fair.
Rogue could probably handle a movie, her and Gambit together, absolutely. And the post-credits are taking out Captain Marvel, so there you go. That's good.
I mean, we already have the trailer out there. Shout out to my video.
Yes, exactly. And in terms of like other X-Men, probably we've had plenty of Wolverine movies. I don't think we need that. Magneto can hold a movie.
Oh, for sure, definitely. They actually were going to make one. They were going to do an X-Men Origins Magneto back in late 2000s. That was planned. I remember reading about that.
Yes, thank you to whoever screwed up X-Men Origins Wolverine. But that's about all the X-Men characters I think could handle.
What about an Excalibur movie? You know, the Excalibur team where it's like Nightcrawler, Kitty Pryde.
The problem with doing the spin-off teams of the X-Men is that everyone's gonna go, but where are the X-Men?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: in terms of SEO, Excalibur does not trend as much as X-Men does.
You know, with Sony with their rush for all the Spider-Man spin-offs, why haven't they done a Black Cat movie?
That is a good point. Because that would actually be really good.
Like, literally, it's a heist movie. She's just stealing something. Like, it's easy. You get your female superhero. You get your, and it's like you make her pretty.
You could have Peter show up in the movie and she taunts him. He's not in the whole movie. He's just in the scene. He's like swinging by. They meet. They talk. He swings away.
Sure. I just like. I can't believe that they had the Rogue One actress was supposed to be Black Cat.
Because she's a fantastic choice for Black Cat.
You know they're setting her up in Amazing Spider-Man 2, right?
Yeah, I know, and I would have loved for that to happen.
I would have loved it if they revealed, like, yeah, she's Felicia, but she's kind of like, they might have done like the Spider-Man the Animated Series thing where like she's a childhood friend of Harry's and Peter's.
Well, what they could also do is that it was all part of a long con against Harry Osborn.
True. By the way, quick tangent. If you ever watched Spider-Man the Animated Series, like it's crazy how like the early series, Felicia is basically the MJ role. Which, by the way, Felicia in Spider-Man series is voiced by
Jennifer Hale. Oh, then every episode that she's in automatically is bumped up a point if we ever review that series. Hint, hint.
I think now that you know that, like, she plays a major part in Spider-Man animated series.
I'm gonna push for that. She should get her own show. That's all I'm saying. There, she already has her own game, so we just want that. And by she, I mean Jennifer Hale. She's Commander Shepard, and she's fantastic at it. In fact, it's kind of funny. Most people prefer to play as female Shepard just to hear her voice lines.
Yeah,
because she puts more attitude in that. But back to the, I would love an actual like Jessica Cruz movie going back to DC. I mean, I know it would kind of fall under the moniker of, and they could have a Green Lantern Jessica Cruz, so it still has the Green Lantern masthead, but it's not Hal Jordan.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I guess she does have an interesting backstory.
Because you could deal with the whole fear thing, and that would be 100% relatable to a lot of people because we've all had to overcome fear at some point.
You know, if we're talking about Green Lantern characters that need their own movie,
I got it. Dexter.
Oh my God, you read my mind. Oh,
he needs it. It's just, you know what it is? It's like there was a Secret Life of Pets, but it's just Dexter. No, he shows up. He's a spin-off. Dexter. His movie's a spin-off of the Super Pets.
I've told this multiple times. If I ever get a cat, it's gonna be named Dexter, and its license is literally, it's like its collar is gonna be the Red Lantern logo.
Yes, there you go.
Like, you know, it's gonna have the information on the background, but it's gonna have the Red Lantern logo as you know. How crazy!
I love that. That's great. And you could have another tag that says "Don't make this cat angry."
Oh yeah. Like,
I got one. A Larfleeze movie, because there was a thing where he showed up to Earth, and Larfleeze is the Lantern of Greed. So he shows up and finds out that there's this being named Santa Claus that all you have to do is write down a list, and he'll bring you the things on the list. Santa Claus doesn't show up, so Larfleeze decides to kill Santa Claus. You can make it a Christmas movie. So he travels to the North Pole.
So you're saying that Larfleeze kidnaps the Santa Claus? Huh? Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry. But by the way, I really love around Christmas time, DC vs. Online has like their Christmas missions, and they actually involve Larfleeze. You save Christmas. I love that.
Yeah, and the other character that I think deserves a movie. Let's go beyond Marvel and DC. I could go for
Batman Beyond.
Film. Beyond Marvel and DC.
Oh,
how about Athena? Hint. I could see that played by. I could see her played by Gina Carano or Gal Gadot. Either of those two, I'd be perfectly fine with.
I mean, are you trying to start a JCU, a Jared Cinematic Universe?
Yes, I am. By the way, but seriously, if we're talking about other stuff, I would love to see. We already got a Spawn movie, and we're getting another one, so I'm not going to say that. Witchblade, baby.
Yeah, have you ever seen the TNT show?
I haven't yet. You showed me clips of it, and it looked good. Another one. Here's a crazy one, because crossovers count. Power Rangers Godzilla, because we're making a lot of Godzilla content.
Oh, that's a whole can of worms right there. If we're talking about crossover films, you know. Okay.
Let's say there is no such thing as no.
Daredevil TMNT.
Yes.
The hand versus the foot.
and then we invent another ninja group called the chest, or called the torso. And then we have the legs and the arms and the hands and the heads.
Oh my God.
That would be great.
Oh my God.
You set me up so well for that. You can't expect that. But so we could do that.
Okay. And if we're talking about like just crazy crossovers, this is not comic book at all, but like I have wanted this for so long. This is not comic book related at all. Doctor Who, Back to the Future.
I could see that.
Basically, the storyline is that the DeLorean somehow ends up on the TARDIS.
And I'll make it a comic book. You ready? All of a sudden, a hole in reality opens, and you see the Flash running in the Chrono Ball, and then it just closes. There you go.
And then somehow you see CSF in the mail says, "Damn it, Barry, stop messing with the timeline."
And then Marty McFly goes, "Why does everyone look so fake?"
Oh man, that's heavy.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the doctor says, "Yeah, Amber Heard does look like she's put on a few pounds."
I think another one, He-Man, Wonder Woman. They've done a comic that's Conan Wonder Woman, but I always thought it'd be kind of cool to have, like, Diana is transported to the He-Man universe. Or, here's how I would do it. You ready? I would modify the Wonder Woman story so it takes place in the He-Man world. Like, He-Man is battling Skeletor, like, in the sky. He gets knocked down, and he's the first man to crash on Themyscira.
Oh, yeah. By the way, did you know there is a Star Trek Doctor Who crossover comic?
Of course there is. There's a Green Lantern Star Trek comic, which makes sense.
Did you know there's a novel that came out in the 90s? X-Men Star Trek.
What?
This came... Okay. Yeah. By the way, that's not the craziest thing. So this came out before the X-Men movie 2000s. And, like, supposedly, in the final chapter, Picard and Xavier are talking, and they comment about how similar they look.
Oh God, we need this. Can we petition them to make that scene? They don't have to make the movie. Just make that scene, and then Professor X says in his head, "Make it so."
Oh yeah, like
Well, let's see. So what's another? Oh, I got another crazy one. Wonder Woman and Red Sonja. By the way, that's a movie I want that we're getting. Red Sonja.
Oh, I think they made a Red Sonja.
Kind of like back in the day, I think. Oh yeah, so that probably doesn't count. How about? How about Geiger by Jeff Johns? Because it's all about like nuclear waste and all that stuff, and post-apocalyptic stories are popular. Okay, I see it. There you go. Thank you.
By the way, Geiger versus Radioactive Man from The Simpsons.
Oh wow, I got one. Cyber Frog.
Who's voicing
Ethan Van Sciver? Oh, that's a good question. I could see the crazy part in me says Seth Rogen.
No, just no.
But
he would never do it, by the way.
But the funny part in me says Chris Pratt.
Oh, you chose violence today, brother.
He probably would because he did such a great job with Mario.
All right, quick question for you. Who should play a live-action Isom?
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael Jai White.
See, here's the thing, though. Michael Jai White is too old. He could play. He could play Black Lightning, but Isom is kind of more on the young side. He's more toward Michael B. Jordan.
Thing is, like looks-wise, I feel like the actor for Kang is actually closer to Isom because Isom is a huge dude, and Michael B. Jordan is not a huge dude. Like he kind of has a thinner frame, whereas it's like Isom has like these huge muscles on him. You know,
which is hilarious. By the way, speaking of Kang, I just read an article that says that the MCU is gonna go away from the Kang story.
Yeah, I read about that. But like
they kind of ruined it. But yeah, like this.
If they were doing Isom in the 80s, I definitely would have casted Carl Weathers as Isom.
Yes, I got another one, and this is for you, Gabe. Truth, Justice, in the American Way.
Okay. Yeah. Who's playing the main character?
Let's see who would play Truth. And by the way, when we have Gabe on the show, we should probably ask him this: who he wants to play each of these characters. Dean Cain.
Yeah. Which you might see Dean Cain on this channel here in the next few weeks.
And then
there's some stuff. Maybe
Truth of the woman should be played by Gina Carano. Should be all the canceled people. And
the leader of the team is Zack Snyder.
That would be great, but he's not canceled.
Zack Snyder is the Xavier.
I think that would be hilarious. Zack Snyder. It would be kind of funny if after Rebel Moon, if Zack does a cameo in Rebel Moon, where he's like the dude in the chair that's like manipulating all the events.
Also, how crazy would it be if in Rebel Moon, Charlie Hunnam's character actually ends up piloting a mech?
And he goes, "So this is oddly familiar."
No, it's like, all right, it's time to cancel the apocalypse.
No, he goes, "I gotta check for a pulse." No pulse.
I love that movie so much. Oh my god.
Me too. That movie is dope. Way better than the sequel.
Oh dear God, that sequel. Ugh. I like to pretend it didn't happen. So.
Yeah, the problem with we'll talk about this on another stream, but just a preview. My problem with Pacific Rim 2 is that they took the because the cool thing about Pacific Rim 1 is the camera was in realistic areas, like it looked like you were actually looking up at it. Whereas opposed in the sequel, they like did away with that. So I'm like, no. See, apparently, apparently Del Toro didn't even direct it.
He wasn't involved at all. Mm-hmm. So the problem is in the first movie, the mechs move around with realistic weight. Like they are heavy, hulking.
They're slow, and then the sequel, they're like Flash.
Like I can understand they're Mark 6 Jaeger. So like okay, like yeah, Striker Eureka moved around pretty quickly, and it was like it was a Mark 5, but it still had weight to it. These things they're like rubber.
Yeah, true. You didn't really feel that. But anyway, so back to the topic. Here's another movie that I want that won't happen. Superman, Wonder Woman, power couple. That would make $1 billion. I guarantee it.
See, this is why I would never give you the keys to the DC castle, because you just make a movie basically you just like, all right, so I got my actors, they're getting breakfast, and it's 2 hours of them just talking about the relationship.
No, but Nick, I would do it partly because can you imagine the Twitter reaction from the purists that in my DC universe, Superman and Wonder Woman are a couple and Lois Lane's not even a factor? The reaction alone on Twitter would be hilarious.
And then it turns out that Lois starts dating Batman.
No, I would never have Batman stoop so low. She starts dating Steve Trevor so they can both be bonded by their uselessness.
Oh my god, I could totally see you like doing a scene where like, and we're like they both literally say at the same time, I feel so useless, and they look at each other, they smile.
Yeah, it's like when Superman and Wonder Woman are like saving the world, they're like, oh, what are they gonna do? I feel so useless. They both look at each other, and it's like bum 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 bum.
See, this is why I'm not giving you the keys to the DC castle.
Who said you have the keys to the DC castle? If you did, all those scripts would have stupid puns in them.
So, just to let you know, my name is actually a fake name. My real name is actually James Gunn.
Are you sure you want to be associated with that, Nick?
I'm being joking. So.
Thank you. The other one I would love...
I am buying this movie studio.
And I'm setting new rules about the Snyderverse.
Oh my god.
How about actually a Nightwing movie?
Yeah, by all means, yeah.
And then the post-credit scene is him meeting Barbara for the first time. I love how it took you a second to like process what I just said.
My brain could not comprehend such stupidity.
But seriously, I do want an Oracle movie, and maybe what they can do is do a Batgirls movie where it's about like Stephanie and Cassandra. Actually, Cassandra, not the travesty that showed up in the Birds of Prey movie, and then have like Oracle there.
Jared, you've seen the Nightwing fan miniseries by Samach, right?
I did. They could basically do that.
What I really liked about it is it's also kind of a backdoor Oracle origin series.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it great?
That's what I really like it because it's her. Also, it's a Deathstroke story as well. So,
well, yeah, who doesn't love Deathstroke stories? To bring this hashtag full circle.
Hashtag new direction.
That doesn't make hashtag. That doesn't make sense.
Hashtag screw you. This is my reality. Get your own.
Hashtag I do have my own reality. It has 800 subscribers.
Hashtag I hate you.
Hashtag this getting really annoying.
All right. Well, if I'm gonna do this, I gotta do it properly.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Nice.
Yeah. It's just also
Fuck off, Lord.
So yeah, like what are some of the like crazy crossovers you'd like to see on film comic wise?
The Witcher and Superman, both played by Henry Cavill. Or no, The Witcher and Wonder Woman. So it'd be Gal Gadot with Henry Cavill, but he's the Witcher.
Oh, imagine like a portal opens up, and like in like the Witcher land, and all of a sudden like Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, pops up and like she's wandering around. Like, and the Geralt says, "I feel strangely drawn to you. It's like you're familiar to me." No. She takes one look at Witcher. It's like, hello.
Yeah. Oh, and then the bard goes, "It's time to toss a coin to your Witcher."
Oh, good God.
I love how quickly that became a meme when that song happened.
I mean, I certainly capitalized on it.
I love it, so there you go.
Toss a coin to your screecher.
Oh, Valley of Plenty. Oh.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Also, like, I love the season 2 song they did, Burn, Butcher Burn, which is literally a Taylor Swift style breakup song. I love it.
We don't need Taylor Swift infiltrating every part of pop culture.
Oh dear God! Like you do realize that Taylor Swift is being credited for saving movie theaters now. Did you hear about that story?
No, I didn't. I'm glad you broke it to me.
All right, so quick aside. So she's been doing her Eras tours. So what they did is they made a movie of it, and they put it in theaters. But the thing is, they sidestepped the studios and made real deals directly with the theaters. And it's actually one of the highest grossing movies of this year. Like it beat like Marvel. It still counts because it beat Marvel. Like it's actually outgrossed some of the Marvel.
How great is that? That the legendary MCU is now being beaten by a concert movie.
So because of the way they went about it, it's being credited for pioneer. Like there may be a new style of distribution happening, where independent studios make deals directly with the theaters, which actually could be really interesting going forward. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because then people be less reliant on the big studios.
Yeah, so this could be a good thing. You know, we
live in a reality where Taylor Swift saved movie theaters. My gosh.
Damn it, Barry.
What did you do, Ezra? But let's see. What's another what's another funny movie? Bruce Wayne, where he just goes around Gotham buying it.
Oh my God.
How'd you get the house back from the bank? I bought the bank, and I love Superman's like the whole bank.
I mean, that is like a very Bruce Wayne thing to do. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it is. It is. I could see a mirror movie where all she does is she poops the bed.
Just get out. Get the frick out. You know, I really hope Aquaman 2 isn't all washed up. But yeah, I'm trying to think of like some other like crazy crossovers. And
well, I got an actual live action movie that I want to see. He's done animated, but I want to see him live action. Miles Morales.
I heard that Sony wants them to be their version of Spider-Man,
which is a fantastic idea because you don't have to worry about the Peter stuff there, and you can have a Spider-Man. Because here's the problem with the Sonyverse: I've liked some of their movies, some less than. It's Morbid time, by the way. It's just you're bringing Spider-Man villains without Spider-Man. There's very few characters where you could do that. You could probably make a kick-ass Lex Luthor movie, but you can't do that with a lot of Spider-Man villains.
I've said this for a while. I want Andrew Garfield to be the Spider-Man of the Sonyverse because
it makes sense.
No Way Home proved he still has he can still pull the role amazing,
and he wants to. That's the key. He's like, I would love to come back.
Like I've told you what movie I want to do. So you do Amazing Spider-Man 3, and it's basically Peter comes back, and because of the incursions, another Spider person has come back. So it's basically it's a Spider-Man Spider-Gwen movie.
I could see that. Yeah, and Emma Stone comes back.
Yeah. So I've literally said this where it's like they see each other. It's like, Peter, Gwen, you died, and they say both of those at the same time. And it's basically because it's basically because from Gwen's perspective, because Peter was a lizard in hers, and Peter is her Uncle Ben, and so her Peter died, and she thought of him as a friend, and then Andrew Garfield, it's like he lost Gwen. Let's set this 10 years after, it's No Way Home. So the wound is there, but he's kind of dealt with it. But seeing Gwen opens it up fresh, and they're kind of falling back in love with each other throughout the movie.
But didn't they do a story where they actually have a conversation, decide we're just friends because it's kind of creepy?
I'm talking strictly from the Amazing Spider-Verse thing.
I guess they could do that.
Yeah, basically,
and they can make it so, and they can do it through flashbacks and make it so Andrew Garfield played the Peter of Earth. The problem with doing that is most people see any type of Gwen Stacy now as the Spider-Verse Gwen because of those movies. I don't care.
We'll just do it anyway.
This is my passion project. I somehow scrounged together the money. I will do this.
We stand on the precipice of my achievement, not yours.
Except for Stanley, we do stand on the precipice of his achievement.
By the way, Jared, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Halo 40K movie.
A Halo Warhammer crossover starring Henry Cavill. I could see that. He plays the Master Chief and he does a better job.
Oh, wait. Halo and Mass Effect crossover.
Yes, and again, Henry Cavill plays Chief, and watch, he doesn't even take off his helmet the whole time he's on set. He's like, nope, it has to stay on.
Oh, even better. Shepard is Femshep, played by Jennifer Hale. And they actually pair up Master Chief and Femshep.
I could see that. That'd be fun.
That is every fanboy's wet dream.
That's the romance option right there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
What would be kind of cool is if they did a Mass Effect series, but it's a choose your own adventure series, so they could keep that choice thing. I'm surprised no one's really done that with the adaptations of, because the problem with Mass Effect is that we don't necessarily know for sure. There are some choices that they take as canon. I guess they could just go whatever the default choices are when you start a new game, I guess. But you kind of you want to, because part of Mass Effect, the fun of Mass Effect is putting in that choice.
Yeah, I've always found it interesting where you have games with multiple choices, and later on, the games canonize certain endings. For example, when you play Fallout 4. You find out that the Project Purity ending of Fallout 3 is the canon one.
Or KOTOR.
What's the canon ending of KOTOR?
Light Side.
Oh, I think the one time I completed KOTOR, I did the Dark Side ending.
I did both, so and of course you did.
I am Darth Revan, dark side of the Sith. Hey, I'm gonna use. I got my
dark side of the
Guer.
Sith. I thought it was dark side of the Force. You can't even get the line right.
Well, considering my voice is shot right now, give me a freaking break, okay?
What does your voice being shot have to do with saying Force as opposed to Sith?
It has everything to do with it, Jared.
Then you should get it right.
Everything.
Then you should get the line right.
I will pet your cat if you don't shut up.
I don't have a cat, so you can't do anything.
I will buy you a cat.
And I will return it.
And then I will adopt it. And then I will name it Jared. And I will love it.
Okay, that escalated quickly.
Yes, this cat will have a good life.
Oh, I got a good
long
one.
and happy life.
A Ms. Marvel movie, but it's Carol Danvers as Ms. Marvel, and it's adopting the run where she was actually tolerable.
Prince money. That prints money.
Prince money. Prince money. Is printing money more than the Marvels?
Oh, no. So what happens is it's 5 years from now, and I had a secret project where I spent lots of money. I invite Nick's over for a private screening, and I basically just did a short film where I did a live action Avengers 200.
A recreation of Avengers 200. Oh God.
It's like, hey Nix, you want to see this? I have this.
What you gotta do, what would be hilarious for you to do is for Nix's birthday, you have an artist commission a drawing that's like a recreation of Avengers 200. And it says happy birthday, Nix, from your favorite Marvel story.
Oh dear God. Oh dear God.
She would probably murder us both at that point.
Yes, you would. All right. I think we've stretched this on long enough. So
yeah, we're going crazy here.
Yeah, we are. Well, we already were, but like, by the way, Jared, the cat's on the way.
Okay, I can't wait to return it.
And I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna love it.
Who said I'm gonna return it to you?
I will find it.
I will find it. Nice, that's good. That's awesome, dude.
Jared, I hope you have a good life, a successful one, and prosperous.
You too. Okay.
All right. We need to take our happy pills, people. So, this has been Nick from the Phoenix Press, and remember, I can only show you the banana. You're the one who has to peel it.